Welcome to the Ghostlight series from the Wilson Center at Cape Fear Community College. The performing arts have the power like no other to build and bring communities together. We at the Wilson Center are committed more than ever to our mission. We also feel it is important to support our regional artists who have already been hurt by this crisis. Every day, until further notice, we will feature a performing artist from the service area of Cape Fear Community College, New Hanover and Pender counties. We invite you to enjoy the talent of our performers and to be as generous as you are able. You may donate using the link that you see by this video, and every week, the Arts Council of Wilmington and New Hanover County will share those funds evenly among the performers. I would like to thank our partners in this project, Rhonda Bellamy with the Arts Council of Wilmington and New Hanover County, and Kurt Wilson with WHQR Public Media. Please also share this program with performers that you may know in our region. The application and eligibility requirements are on our and the Arts Council's webpage. I pray that you and your family stay safe, and as always, thank you for being our guest.
My name is Clyde Edgerton, and I'm happy to be here today in support of the Ghostlight series put on by the New Hanover County Arts Council. Thank you, Rhonda Bellamy, and also in association with the Wilson Center. Thank you, Shane, Lauracia, all the people there who are helping to put this together for local musicians. And I hope that you will please donate to support our local artists who are out of work. The portion of the show you're seeing, if you choose to donate, that donation will support a program called Broadway for a Better World, which sends children who otherwise might not be able to go to Broadway to see plays. Thank you for being here. My part today will be a couple of songs, a couple of how-to tapes, and a couple of short readings. Thank you again for being here.
What you're about to see is a conversation between two men. I'll tell you one thing. You can't hardly have a circus nowadays with all these cruelty to animal people all over the place. You use a whip and a chair in that tiger's cage, you'll have to get arrested. That's right. That's right. If somebody tells me I can't feed my family because of a damn turtle, I'm talking a turtle. I got friends in Morehead City, their family's going hungry because some damn sea turtle is a so-called endangered species. Their livelihoods is endangered. My friends, I mean, that's what's endangered. See what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. What I want to know is how the hell they gonna count all them damn sea turtles, huh? I mean, there's a lot of ocean out there. And what you see is only the top. What you see is only the top. See what I mean? And let's say, just for argument, let's say they all do die. So what? There's plenty of pictures of them, and films and videos of them. Why should a man's livelihood be endangered? Because the damn sea turtle's in danger. Looks like to me that's putting the horse before the cart. Huh? We're talking a human being, his family's livelihood. I mean, this man, this friend of mine, had his job before them big-ass sea turtles got endangered. I mean, first things first, fair is fair. What we're talking about, anyway, is the whole species being endangered, not just that one turtle. You see what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I do, but you got to have regulations. Notice I hadn't said anything about regulations. You got to have regulations, but it does get ridiculous when you start messing with a man's livelihood. That means you're messing with his family. I mean, he might have kids and all that. That's right. That's exactly right. God expects you to take care of your own, if there is a God. Let's say there is a God, okay? Let's just start there. Now, look at Mother Nature. You got animals killing other animals all over the place, huh? You got birds killing insects, animals killing birds, insects killing insects, birds killing birds. Hell, insects killing animals. Now, all this is the law, one of the laws, at least, of God. Else it wouldn't be happening all over the place. So you got to think, does God expect man to be any different? Well, hell no, of course not. Now, on the other hand, let's say there ain't no God. Okay? Well, in that case, it don't make no difference about nothing. You can kill whatever you want to, see? See, I spent some time thinking about this. I can tell. Yep. You see, the way it works, and this is the bottom line, what I do is I treat people the way I want to be treated. That's what I do, and what I can't for the life of me understand is why people don't treat me the same way. Can you answer me that one? No, I don't think I can. It's a political world. That's what I say. It's a political world. I think it's a shame. It's just a shame. It is a shame. It is a shame. The end.
This is a song about a social worker who travels south from Boston and ends up passing through, actually she stops in Burgaw, several decades ago, of course. I'll just do the song. A social worker from Boston on a trip to Carolina stopped in Burgaw for Beaujolais wine. 'Twas a hasty decision, but she liked the little town. She married the mayor and settled down. She's a quiche woman in a barbecue town. There's trucks, ticks, and tobacco all around. She was Vassar cum laude several years ago. The adjustment will be slow. Her next-door neighbor, Mrs. Billy Ray Birch, shackled and chained her and dragged her to church. She found the town council related and the local education board uneducated. She's a quiche woman in a barbecue town. There's trucks, ticks, and tobacco all around. She was Vassar cum laude several years ago. The adjustment will be slow. She found that her husband liked to hunt quail, deer, duck, and the little cottontail. Said she, "Where you been? What's the reason?" Said he, "Where you think? It's hunting season." She's a quiche woman in a barbecue town. There's trucks, ticks, and tobacco all around. She was Vassar cum laude several years ago. The adjustment will be slow. They had a little girl. Her daddy taught her to hunt, to plow and fish and chew tobacco once a month. Things worked together for the good, I hear tell. She went to school at Cornell. And she's a barbecue woman in a quiche town, city slickers and Yankees and bankers all around. She just left Burgaw several days ago. The adjustment will be slow. Thank you. I'm going to read a few passages from Papa Daddy's book for new fathers. This book is meant to reduce anxiety in fathers about to be fathers or new fathers. And it starts like this. A few weeks before the baby is born, go ahead and install the car seat. This could take 1 to 7 days. For safe installation, certain hooks are located out of sight down in the seat crack where you'd slide your hand if you were looking for something lost. If your car doesn't have these hooks, you are required by law to buy a different car. One of your cousins or a brother or sister-in-law will eventually inspect the installation of the seat and will get very upset because it's too loose or somehow not hooked up right, and they will call the authorities. This relative will be a vegetarian. Another idea is to get a neighbor father who now has a baby to install your car seat under a bartering system. In exchange, consider offering to remodel his kitchen. Children cannot sit in the front passenger seat of an automobile until age 24, else the front seat airbag will kill them. If the front airbag happens not to kill them, then the side airbag will try to. Correction, after they're 18, they can sit in the front seat if they face backwards. Now, as a father, you may be, what you do that is parenting may be sometimes seen as babysitting. From another section of the book about my cousins, page 24. Here we go. Occasionally, I'll mention Caleb and Cindy, my cousins, who have more conservative ideas about most things than I do. Caleb is a hunter, NFL fan, and NASCAR aficionado. He effectively parents his children, is tough and gentle, thick-skinned, capable, funny, and smart. One time in the supermarket, a smiling, elderly, blue-haired woman asked Caleb if the child in Caleb's basket was his. He said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Oh, you're babysitting today." He was very tired from parenting all day. "Yeah," he said, "and you must be whoring around the supermarket." She reported him to the store manager, Irma Lewis, who was Caleb's cousin on Cindy's side of the family, which probably helps explain why she called the police. Now, the last short reading has to do with night feeding. And prior to that section, I had written about Caleb refusing to get a wicker bassinet, but choosing instead to use a cooler for the baby with the top removed. This section is called Night Feeding Duties. If your wife is breastfeeding, you should share night feeding duties with her. That means when the baby starts crying just as you're falling to sleep, you pick the baby up from the cooler at the foot of the bed and bring him to your wife's side. Some book will have instructed you to always keep track of which breast she used last by noting L for left and R for right in a small notebook. But the best way is to sort of juggle both breasts to see which one is heavier. This will normally wake her up. But if she won't wake up, whisper that you want to make love and she will try to escape, thus waking up. Unbutton her pajamas and prepare the baby for the appropriate breast. The hungry baby's head will bob and jerk around while he looks cross-eyed for anything that resembles a nipple. You should keep him away from the bedside radio because he will suck the knobs off it. Thank you.
Welcome to my new show. My name is Parker Benson. I'm here with a variety of shows on Zoom to teach you techniques in various fields. First, many of you have not heard of Zoom. It's on the way, and I want to teach you some of the techniques that are very important for Zoom. Did you see the lighting come up just then? You need to have good lighting. You need to speak clearly. You need not to get too close to the camera. You need to have your tools handy in case you need them if you want to demonstrate, for example, pencil technique, pencil writing, you need your pencil handy. You should be very much aware of lighting. As I just pointed out, there are other kinds of things that need to be important. One, be prepared. Know what you're going to say. Speak clearly. Did I say that? That's really important. Tools. Have your tools handy. You might need a pencil. For example, if you're going to show something on the screen, you need a pencil. For example, here are my notes for this instructional session, many of which are to follow. Speak clearly. Tools. Secondly, lighting. You do not want bright lights in the background because that brings the attention to the light rather than to you. Do not get too close to the camera. Now, one of the more important things that you need to know is that you should never have distracting noises in the vicinity of your Zoom. No, you notice the lighting. Don't be near lightning. Lightning could strike you. We will have a class on lightning soon. Now, my first lesson on Zoom is concluding. When you conclude a lesson, do it gracefully. Don't just all of a sudden Hello, my name is Lonnie Parker. I am here with my second lesson on techniques of everyday tasks. My task today in this lesson is to show you how to teach your dog to fetch a stick. Now, some people say that's easy to do, but it's not if you've ever had a dog who would not fetch a stick. Here's our dog. You want a dog that's well fed, rested, and ready to go. Now, if you'll pay close attention, you might think this dog is not frisky and ready to go, but he is. And you see, you have your stick. Always have your stick handy. You can see we have our stick here. Now, when you get ready to toss the stick, you want the dog to follow the command, fetch. And when he hears the word fetch, his ears should perk up and he should go after the stick. Now, you want him controllable. You want him there, ready to go. You get the stick. Here's the stick. Now watch this. Bozo, you ready to fetch, buddy? Okay. And you take the stick and you toss it. Did you hear that, Bozo? Now, go fetch. Go fetch. That a boy. Go. That a boy. Can you hear him? Can you hear him running? He's going to fetch the stick. Bring it back. Bring it back. Here. Here, boy. Here, boy. Here, boy. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Oh, good dog. Look at him. Look at him. He just brought it back. And that is the end of how to teach your dog to fetch a stick. Thank you for joining in. We'll be back with another lesson soon. Bye-bye.
As most of you know, John Prine recently died, and I'd like to do a John Prine song. We all miss him very much. We'll miss him. He was one of the greats. Woke up this morning, put on my slippers, walked in the kitchen and died. And oh, what a feeling when my soul went through the ceiling and on up into heaven I did ride. When I got there they did say, Clyde, it happened this way. You slipped upon the floor and bumped your head, big old head. All the angels say just before you passed away. These were the very last words you said. Please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. I'd rather have them cut me up, pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane and the blind can have my eyes. The deaf can have both my ears, they don't mind the size. Give my stomach to Milwaukee if they run out of beer. Put my socks in a cedar box, just get them on out of here. Venus de Milo can have my arms, look out, you've got my nose. Sell my heart to the junk man and give my love to Rose. But please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. I'd rather have them cut me up, pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane and the blind can have my eyes. The deaf can have both my ears, they don't mind the size. Give my feet to the footloose, careless, fancy-free. Give my knees to the needy, just don't pull that stuff on me. And hand me down my walking cane, it's a sin to tell a lie. Send my mouth way down south and kiss my ass goodbye. But please don't bury me down in the cold, cold ground. I'd rather have them cut me up, pass me all around. Throw my brain in a hurricane and the blind can have my eyes. The deaf can have both my ears, they don't mind the size. I said the deaf can have both my ears, they don't mind the size. Thank you.